Man, you're here with Jay Peasy, CEO of Nocappodcastllc, and I'm here with my guest.
I'm Slim Ridge. You can find me at Slim RIG on Instagram, Apple Music, YouTube, Spotify, all the above. Honored to be here.
Honor to have you, Slim. What's
Appreciate
going on, my
you.
guy?
Not
Everything
much.
good?
Just happy to wake up another day. And it's an honor to be here. I've been watching, a couple of the episodes, and I told you, I was like,
Appreciate
I could talk
that,
all day,
Yeah,
and I'm ready.
I appreciate that.
Already know.
So let's get into it, Slim. I know you got a lot of tracks out I've been listening to. Mm-hmm. You sent me some unreleased ones without people even knowing.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, they fire.
Appreciate you,
know
man.
what I mean? What made you want to rap?
In all honesty, what made me want to rap, I got to give all credit to my father. At a very young age, he was a hip hop head, man. He had me listening to Wu-Tang Clan, Jay-Z, Biggie, Tupac, M, Beastie Boys, and as a 10-year-old, hearing how words can rhyme in different aspects, and even words that you don't think could rhyme, but they put together and actually flow, I'm like, I think I could do something like this. And I started just, writing little 16s when I was like 14, 15 years old, just freestyling over beats that I fucked with. And I was like, hell yeah, let's take this a little more seriously. And, 10 years later, I'm still at it, dog, still at it. That's word to Big Papa. I don't wanna solve them, I don't deal with the drama. I try not to sweat it, but it's hotter than the sauna. Trying to keep it all in sync like the sound of the opera. But they sing it right behind me, keep the peace like I'm Gandhi. And don't even try to stop me, that's a really bad idea. I've been handling it fondly, I've been feeling kinda godly. That is simply way beyond me, like the drift and Pangea. Yeah, I've been looking for a way for a music escape. Kinda feel like Superman in the booth with a tape, but it takes more than a tape.
So is rapping your number one profession?
No, I wouldn't consider him. I want it to be my number one, and I'm telling you, the money's going to get there one day where it will be my number one. But, I'm a realist at the end of the day, and I got to make my money, support my family, and I'm actually a full-time waiter and bartender over in New Brunswick.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Where at in New Brunswick?
I actually work at a place called Steakhouse 85. It's the official steakhouse of Rutgers Athletics, so I get to meet a lot of, the players, coaches, and stuff. And they have a sister restaurant called Batch Bin and Barrel, so I bartend over there every Wednesday night.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So you be around the athletes, so you be around a lot of Rutgers athletes.
Oh, for sure.
Staff, everything.
Mm-hmm. One of my personal favorites is Big Cliff. He did just enter the transfer portal, so I'm praying he stays to play with Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey.
Okay.
But such a humble, real guy. He's definitely one of my favorites I met.
Rutgers looking real good right now. They looking real good. The basketball looking good. Mm-hmm. They just got to kick it up a little bit with the football.
Yeah. They're definitely on the rise. So their stock's going up for sure.
Yes,
and shout out Isaiah Pacheco, two-time Super Bowl champion with the Chiefs. Jersey for sure.
Jersey.
And then I got to give a shout out to Kyle Monungai as well. Fucking led the Big Ten in rushing last year. Super humble guy. It was an honor to meet him a couple times at Steakhouse as well.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Any collabs you working on right now?
Yeah, so I actually have a couple collabs that are finished but still unreleased. So this is a little exclusive for you guys. I actually got a feature with a Styles P, SP the Ghost.
Fire.
Fucking beyond honored to get a feature from him. It's that one really meant a lot. And when y'all eventually hear my verse, y'all gonna be like, oh, Slim Spaz on that shit.
Yeah.
Another unreleased, I got a Bizarre from D12 feature, and being Slim RIG. Big Eminem fan. That's to my inner child. That means a lot to me.
Yeah.
And then, believe it or not, I got my girl on a track. So that's another fun one to look forward to too. She
got your lady on there,
bro. She bodied the vocals, singing with me on the hook, and I'm not gonna lie, the balance between my deeper vocals and her higher pitched voice, the harmony, bro. It sounds beautiful. I can't wait for people to hear that shit too.
That's dope. That's
Hell
really
yeah.
dope. A lot of people wouldn't put their woman on there.
I give love where my love is due, bro. I'll tell you that much. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. What's your most memorable time in your rap scene?
My most memorable time in my rap career. Well, that's a hard one. Honestly, it's memorable to me. I got to freestyle for Coach Greg Schiano at the Rutgers football.
I was about to say the
Rutgers football coach, man. So, funny story behind that. They, the whole Rutgers football team, it was about 85 of them having a giant recruiting party in our back room one night. And the running back coach, he knows me by Slim because I had told him I made music before and I put him on to like my sneaker plugs and shit. So the running backs knew me pretty well. So he's sitting at the table with Coach that night. And he kept calling me Slim. and Coach Schiano was like, why does he keep calling you Slim? I was like, oh, it's because I make music, this and that. And dead ass. He looked at me, he was like, can you freestyle? I was like, Coach, I could do anything. He goes, kid you not, bro. He goes, let me play you a beat. He starts banging his hands on the fucking table, doing a little beatbox. I'm not going to turn down that opportunity. Yeah. So I swear to God, I just started spitting a 16 off the top of the dome. As soon as the entire room is staring at me this point because they're like, who the fuck's this white boy spitting for Coach Schiano right now? I was about to ask you,
was you a little nervous? It had to
be. Being so fond of, like, my craft, like, I'll be honest, I wasn't that nervous because, like, I have taken care of him hundreds of times at this point from working there for the past, like, 3 years. So I wasn't nervous, but it was pretty entertaining, I'm not going to lie. And, like, I spit my 16, everybody's staring at me. As soon as I'm done, the whole room's fucking clapping for me. I'm like, it was sick. Yeah. And then best part about that is as soon as I was done, he was like, so you, like, actually make music too? I was like, yeah, I have 30-plus songs on, like, all platforms. He was like, would you ever be interested in making, like, us a song? So I was like, Coach, if you're being serious about that, I promise you I will get that done. Yeah, I got the hook already written. I haven't necessarily found a beat that matches it yet. But I'm telling you, for the football season coming up, you might have a Slim Ridge anthem for that Rutgers team, man.
Like a Slim Ridge anthem for Rutgers, New Jersey. Like, you didn't ever think about doing that yourself and then wanting to bring them out, like, at the home games?
That would be...
a song playing, you bring them out while they running through the tunnel? That'd be dope.
He said if everybody on the team fucks with the song and, like, they all genuinely enjoy it and it could be that quote-unquote anthem like we're saying. Bro, he said he'd let me do a halftime show at Rutgers.
Wow, that's dope.
As East Brunswick, New Brunswick, Jersey-based kid, that would be beyond an honor. And would just be fun as fuck at the same time. Like, imagine being center field and standing on that R and just rapping for everybody's out there.
Standing on top of the R.
Bro, be wild. Fucking wild.
That'd be wild. That'd definitely
It's coming soon, bro. From my mouth to God's ears, bro. I swear to God. I swear.
Hey, just keep talking to it in existence, man.
Oh, yeah. Manifestation is real, bro. I swear.
It's real, bro. It's real. It's definitely real. How do you stay authentic in this type of game? I gotta give it to just me being myself and, like, my personality. Like, I'll never change who I am for someone else because there's no reason for me to fake something or, give fake love in a sense as well. I feel like that kind of ties along with it. Like, I don't know. I feel like as long as I always stay true to myself, like, my positive energy, I feel like it always radiate to other people, which you never know what somebody's dealing with when they walk into a situation. So if I could be like a little light of positivity and make them feel better, that means a lot to me as just a human being. Good, and bro. I feel like that's part of me just being like as authentic as I could possibly be. Yeah,
so
that's good. That was a great answer because a lot of people,
especially in the world with all these fakes, man.
Man. Put it like this. It's like you have a lot of fake people and a lot of haters.
Yep.
But if you don't have that, you don't have that's your biggest support system.
Yeah, it's the motivation at the end of the day. Somebody tell me how trash I am, like, oh, you can't spit like that because X, Y, and Z. It's like
you go 10 times.
It's gonna make me go harder. I'll be rapping like my rents do, bro. I swear to God.
He said, I'll be rapping like my rent do.
Nah, it's true though. I mean, like, you gotta, if you want to make it to that next level, like, you gotta bring it, man. You really do.
What kind of crowds do you make music for? Or do you make music for everyone?
I like to say that I make music for everybody. Okay. And it's not like I'm versatile. I like to be as versatile as possible. And that's with all aspects of life at the same time, too. But, yeah, when it comes to, like, making music for everybody, I'll be honest. I don't make music for anyone in particular. I make music for myself. It's therapeutic. It's very therapeutic for me because I'll find a beat, I'll start freestyling, like trying to catch different flows, and then once I kind of have that flow down, I'll lay down my lyrics and really start, like, writing with my, like,
and perfected my penmanship. And, you know, I'm not worried about what X, Y, and Z is going to say about what I'm saying. If I think it's a bar, and if I think it flows, and if I fuck with it, that's all the confidence I need to put something out into the world. And if you fuck with it, you fuck with it. If you don't, you don't. And if you don't, it don't bother me. And if you fuck with it, I'm forever thankful for those people, for real.
That's what's up, man. I like how you coming, man. Like, you know, a lot of people come on here, they trying to give the most political answer as trying to be right, but you letting it be known, like, how you feel.
Thank you, man.
You supposed to.
It goes back to the authenticity. I try to I am who I am, and there's no reason to be something else, you know?
Yeah. I tell people a lot, you could do a lot in your own lane. You can go 1,000 miles an hour without crashing if you stay in your lane.
Very
true.
true.
Know what I mean? So that's the best thing people could do. But Slim, man, from over here, man, look like you got some OGs, you know. Got the chains.
Come on, you already know. Gotta rock it a little bit. You know, the Jordans, I probably got like, 7, 8, 9 pairs at home, all different colorways.
We're going to let the flex cam do the talking, man.
Oh, and the flex cam's gonna fucking know. That's for damn sure.
Hey, Slim, man, getting into like more of the music side of business. Any song in particular that you say has a meaning behind it? Like, out of all your songs that you have?
A lot of my songs have a lot of meaning, like, to me behind it. I would say the one that probably like stands out the most is I dropped the album in January of 2021, which is going on 3 years ago now. But
what's the album name? What was the album?
The album was titled Two Sides to Every Story.
Oh, wow.
And in itself right there, that means
dope.
a lot.
Yeah, that's dope.
And the outro song on the album is called Two Sides to Every Story. So I had to have, you know, an actual song titled what the album was. And the coolest part about that is I put 2 different beats together. So there's a crazy beat switch in the middle. And, you know, my real name is Nick, but I go by Slim in the music industry. So right there in itself, that's 2 sides to every story. I have my rapper life, but then I have like my at home, my work life, my personal life, you know? So what I did on that song, on the 2 different beats, the first beat is very upbeat, very happy, and that's like the Nick side of my story. Okay. And then there's a big beat switch, and I made a music video to this, and me and my guys got to bring this concept to life. And then on the second half of the beat, it's very dark, it's very loud, and it turns from, you know, super happy to like, oh shit, he's spinning some real shit. So it goes from, you asked for Nick, but you got Slim.
You got Slim.
And yeah, so the second half is just me actually like expressing my craft and really like the rapper aspect behind it compared to the beginning half, more of like my life. And if you were to listen to, you know, the full song and actually like dissect the lyrics, you could hear how, oh, that is Nick talking, and oh, this is Slim talking here, which to me, that's probably one of my favorite and, in my opinion, one of my best songs that I have out as well.
That's dope, bro. That's dope.
I love that shit.
Who was your favorite rapper?
Can I give you my top 3? Because that's hard to answer.
Give me 5.
I'll give you 5. And this is not who I think is the greatest 5 rappers of all time. This is my personal top 5, who I listen to the most. I'm going to get it out of the way right away. You know, Slim Ridge, my favorite rapper is Eminem. Yeah. Shocker. Number 2, I'd have to give it to, you know, my dad was a Brooklyn boy, so I got to give it to Biggie. You know, when it comes down to that Biggie and Pac debate, like, you know, Pac was always spinning like the real shit, the meaningful stuff. Yeah. But for me,
real politics.
Yo, Biggie's flow, man. No, I still to this day don't think anybody can outflow Biggie. So that's why I put him like number 2 on like my top 5 list. If I'm going number 3, I'm giving credit to Lil Wayne off of pure longevity. The way that, you know,
started in the game in the early 2000s and still relevant now in 2024, I think is wild.
That was a good one. Wayne is a good one.
Bro, and just the fact that he could take all these different flows over, 20 plus years of just pure rapping and still have the motivation to keep doing it every day, I can't not put Lil Wayne on my personal top 5.
I feel you.
More modern artists, bro, how are you going to knock Kendrick? Kendrick, to me, is fucking awesome. I'll never forget when he dropped Damn in 2017. I pre-ordered it. I got it before it came out on midnight. And when it came out, I listened to that album 4 times in a row, start to finish. And before he even dropped like the deluxe where he reversed the track order and let it spit through, I was already thinking like, damn, it sounds like this is meant to be one way, but could tell a whole nother story another way. And the way that he just, talks about what's important in his life, what's important in politics, and, just in the rap game itself, like, I got to put Kendrick on my top 5 there. And then
Got one left.
Got one left, and now that's where it gets interesting. Now, off of pure entertainment and a live performance aspect, I'm giving it to Travis Scott. I'm a number 5. I've seen Travis Scott live.
I was about to ask you, have you ever been to a concert? They said he's one of the best
live performers,
yes.
And I'll stand by that statement. I've seen him live 4 times. I've seen him at the Prudential Center twice, and I've seen him at Astroworld Festival. I've seen him at the Prudential Center 3 times, actually. And all 4 times that I've seen him, he's arguably one of the greatest live performers I've ever seen. He puts on a show. When I saw him in Firefly in 2019, that's a big Woodlands festival down in Delaware. Dude, he was performing on a Saturday, and he didn't go on till like 10 o'clock at night.
Okay.
So we fucking got to that stage at like 10 o'clock in the morning when they opened and camped out. So we were front row for this Travis Scott performance, and it was during the Astroworld. Bro, I have this video of me front row. He's, I kid you not, 10 feet in front of me. The sicko mode is getting ready to drop, and bro, I flip my camera, and there are thousands of people just behind me, pure raging to the song. Like, his concerts are as crazy as people express that they are. But my favorite Travis Scott experience was Utopia. I saw him it was December. It was the day after Christmas, bro. Took my little sister and 3 of my boys to go see him in the Prudential Center, and bro, that was my favorite Travis Scott performance I've ever seen.
They say he's a great performer. Great.
I personally like Astroworld more than Utopia, but the live performance of all the Utopia songs was fucking sick, man. It was fucking sick. He performed Fiend 15 times, and it didn't get old. I swear to God.
They still going crazy for it.
Still going crazy, man. And I actually have a hard copy CD of Utopia that I got in like a clothing pack from his website. And on Fiend, on the CD, has a Sheck West verse, which I don't know if any of y'all heard the Sheck West verse on Fiend, but if you haven't, go on YouTube and watch that shit right now, because that shit is fire. So yeah, that's my top 5 right there.
That's a dope 5. That's a solid 5.
Thank you. And it's versatile too,
versatile. Everybody got their own lane.
Yep, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely dope. Definitely dope. What advice can you give artists in your shoes right now?
My life motto ever since a young age was always never give up. And if there's something that, you care about, something that you're passionate about, or just something that you think you can accomplish, if you really put your mind to it and you never give up at it, you're going to accomplish exactly what you want to do. So those 3 words are my piece of advice to anybody that could ever hear it.
Never give up.
Never give up. I got it tattooed on my chest because that's how much I believe in it, right over my heart.
Hey, that's dope.
For real.
Dope, bro.
Hell yeah.
So, on your journey, on your journey coming up, what did you like more? Do you like performing a song, or do you like creating a song?
Creating process, man. It's really the creating process for me because I love, I was saying it before, when a bunch of creatives work together collectively, that's when like you're at your highest peak of creativity. Because if I could pick a little bit of your brain, a little bit of his brain, a little bit of your brain, and a little bit of my brain, and we could all put it together and create art, that's more than me just hopping on stage and raging with a bunch of people. I love the process behind it, from making the beat, writing it, mixing it, mastering it. It's definitely the creative process for me, man.
Creative process. So when you're doing the creating process, like, do you stick with the same engineer all the time? Or is it like you stick with this, you like a certain engineer? Do you like the certain beats that you like your beat selection? Like, what do you like? How do you create the process?
So I would separate the term producer and engineer. When it comes to engineer, with like my mixing, my mastering, my track, and my recording, I work with two people and two people only.
Okay.
One being Chris Cadence, who honestly gave me all of my motivation and made me want to make music. He put me on at a very young age, and without him there would be no me. So I got to give all credit to him.
Okay.
But on the without him there's no me. My man, his Instagram is mixed by King X. He used to work at a studio over in Highland Park called DLM. But he actually just got hired at a place called Phantom Sound Studios, which is in Clifton now. And the owner of that studio actually is part of Def Jam, and he has like his own little record label off of that.
Okay.
He's been like my audio engineer since 2019, 2020. And when I have 3, 4, 5 songs that I need to get recorded in a allotted amount of time, I know I'm going to X every single time, and we're gonna knock out those songs. I kid you not, we could track a song just off of like vocals in 30 minutes because I come in knowing my stuff beforehand. He knows how I like my vocals to sound, and we're just like bread and butter when we're working. Yeah,
that's dope, because I know a lot of people, I ask that question too, like the creating process. Like some people like, oh well, I mess with this engineer on certain things, or I mess with this engineer on this thing, or I go in there, I go off the beat. Like some people, like they talk like that. Like,
I trust my guy when it comes to like the engineering aspect. When it comes to like the producing aspect and like the beats, I'm gonna go right back to Chris Cadence. The album I was telling you about, Two Sides to Every Story, he handmade every single one of those beats for me in particular.
Wow.
On my phone, I kid you not, have probably over 100 Chris Cadence beats on my phone, and that motherfucker needs to start selling that and putting out more music, but he'll hear that eventually.
Hey, Chris, man, he been shouting you out and bigging you up a lot,
That's
man.
my guy, brother, for real.
Yeah.
But I'm big on like YouTube beats, man. Like if I want to freestyle, try to like create a flow, or even just like, fuck around and just make a song that I know I'm not gonna put out, bro, I'll dig so deep into YouTube, the type beats, like I could get lost in there. And then I got another guy, he goes by Kids Real Thoughts, KRT, shout out him. He's made a handful of beats for some of my music as well. So I try to keep it in the circle. But if somebody shows me a tough beat that I fuck with, and the price is reasonable, I'll show love to whoever wants to show love back. So
that's dope. That's dope.
Shout out Capo.
So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Dude, I want to be on top of the world in the next 5 years, man, for real. But if we're thinking realistically, I just want to keep taking the next step to then take the next steps to eventually be on top of the world. Okay. And if I could just, keep being me and staying true to myself, it's going to radiate with other people. And I know within the next 5 years, we're going to get the money up, and it's just going to. It's always going up. There's no going back from here.
Incline.
Always.
Right.
Stock is up.
If a record label came to you right now, right, and they was like, "Oh, we got this type of budget for you," who would be the first artist, big artist, and the budget is unlimited budget?
Wow.
So what artist would you say can take you to the next level?
If you're saying money's not an option, I could take anybody.
That's right.
Bro, I'll be honest. It's called the Drake effect for a reason, right? The Drake effect for a reason. He put people like Block Boy. He pretty much put, Lil Baby had all the talent in itself, but he took Lil Baby from here and made him a household name. Okay. So if you're saying money's not an option and I get to pick who I want on my record, I can't not choose Drake for the Drake effect alone, because that will take me from here all the way to up here like that.
Okay. That's dope. He said the Drake effect. It's not called that for no reason.
No, it's true though. I'll give Kendrick or J. Cole an honorable mention though, because of having one of those verses, I feel like I could fucking compete on a bar for bar level, like on an actual track like that.
You hear that?
They probably would wash the shit out of me, but like I had the confidence in myself to go up with like the best of the best. So
you'll make it worth it.
I'll make it fucking worth the money for sure. For sure.
I like to hear that. I see you rocking a lot of Marvel shit. You like Marvel?
Bro, I'm a big superhero and comic book nerd, bro. I fucking love Marvel, man.
Okay.
I just wish they made better movies right now. They were fucking great from, 2008 when they started with Iron Man, but, some of the more recent shit ain't been too good. So I'm hoping that, Deadpool and Wolverine changes the landscape a little bit when that shit comes out, man.
Yeah, man. I'm saying, you got anybody that I know you brought some merch of your friends. You want to shout them out and make
Yeah, I would love to shout out my boys. I'll go first with my State Jersey company, man.
Okay.
I got to shout out State Jersey, man. He makes some of the best clothing that I personally have ever worn. One of my hoodies I got that I'll show in a moment is Jersey Over Everybody, which is right over here. All facts certified, no cap, just like the podcast. And flip that shit around.
That's a
On the
fact.
back, the state of New Jersey with all the fucking Jersey icons like fucking Isaiah Pacheco. Shout out my boy Big Cliff. It's pork roll over Taylor Ham any day. And, just all the iconic things you need
That's
for
dope.
Jersey.
Dope as hell.
But besides, having stuff like that, he just makes like calm t-shirts like this. Stay Jersey, because we're being from Jersey.
That's a
Jersey
fact.
always has a little chip on their shoulder. We got that Jersey edge, so you got to stay Jersey. And if that didn't give you enough reminder, the back literally says, "Don't forget to stay Jersey."
That's a fact.
Because that's a fact.
That's a fact.
I do have to shout out one more person though.
Okay.
Could you pass me that hoodie right there for me, bro? Thank you. Now this isn't necessarily a person; these are people. Shout out Earth and Ivy Cannabis Company right down on George Street in New Brunswick. Sasha, Anthony, David, the three owners are some of the nicest people you probably could ever meet in your life. And if you want good smokes, beautiful merch as well, go use my discount code. My first name is Nick, my last name is Riggio, so my discount code is Nick, the letter R, and then 15. Anytime you go into the one and only Earth and Ivy, use my code, and you get 15% off every single time you go in the store. Y'all can thank me later.
Hey, Nick, man, a.k.a. Big Slim.
You already know.
Man, look, man, it was a pleasure having you.
Bro, pleasure being here, man. We're going to work more in the future
right,
for sure.
Man. One thing we don't do on here, man, is no BS, no filter, no cap, man.
No cap.